Childcare, long daycare centres and preschools will be banned from next month. A horrific case of child exploitation interstate has seen the ban fast-tracked. The opposition claims Labor's stance on AI is wishy-washy. A new report shows AI is here to stay, but its transition to the broader economy is likely to be painful as jobs are lost to the technology. The performing arts sector's worried about a push to relax copyright laws, making it easier for AI companies to mine data. Liberal leader Susan Lee claims the federal government isn't doing enough to ease concerns.
And we have to protect people. We have to protect content creators. And I don't see that. There's very wishy-washy language coming from this government this morning.
Cole Joy has passed away at the age of 89. He was a local pioneer of rock and roll. Aussie singer Little Patty will miss her lifelong friend.
The last year or so, I tried to make him laugh, remembering the funny things that we'd shared together. But we shared his music, we shared the person. He was just a remarkable man.
And it's been a good year for local cinemas. The Australian box office has just passed $600 million so far this year compared to $563 million during the same period last year. Now turning to FIVEAA sport, and the AFL fixture for round 24 has been released. The Power have a prime time slot. They'll host the Suns on the Friday night. It'll be coach Ken Hinkley and Travis Spoke's farewell game, while the Crows will clash with the Kangaroos on the Saturday afternoon at Marvel Stadium. Former Collingwood coach Nathan Buckley has expressed interest in the vacant coaching job at Melbourne, saying he would take a call from the Demons. Ken Hinkley says he's purely focused on coaching out the rest of the season with Port and won't be thinking about any head coaching roles before Christmas. Melbourne winger Ed Langdon says while he disagrees with Goodwin's sacking, the future at the club is bright, entering next season with a new coach, president and CEO.
Yeah, it's exciting, isn't it? Anytime there's change, there's obviously ups and downs. That's sort of part of the course. But I think it's a really exciting time for our football club, and getting some new key personnel in will certainly refresh the place, and it's going to be a good few years.
While the Sydney Swans have appointed former Dockers champion Matthew Pavlich as the club's new chief executive, the AFL Hall of Famer will replace Tom Harley, who's joining the AFL as chief operating officer at the end of the season. And Alex de Minaur has been knocked out of the Canadian Open in the quarterfinals, going down to American Ben Shelton in straight sets.
For me, being able to win those longer rallies, be comfortable in my own skin out there on the court and not feeling like I'm rushing to make something happen is a huge part of my evolution.
De Minaur will now turn his attention to the Cincinnati Masters, which is the last big tournament before the US Open. Now checking FIVEAA traffic.
At Wingfield, a smash on the north-south motorway near Rosberg Road. Heavy delays outbound. Fullerton Urgent Civil Works, Fullerton Road near Glen Osmond Road, and Nova Gardens, a Burst Waterway and Anzac Highway near Morford Road. Getting busy at Teachery Gully for works, North-East Road near Elizabeth Street and Slough, South Road at Edwardstown. Camera, Jenny Road, Largs Bay. Start your journey with a Mercedes-Benz SUV. Save from $15,000 on select GLS models. Visit your nearest retailer today. Limited time only. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on FIVEAA.
To the weather, a possible shower and 15, partly cloudy tomorrow, 15, partly cloudy again on Friday, 15, and more of the same for Saturday, 16. At the moment, 15. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglas. Tonight, parole granted. But will the youngest of the Snowtown serial killers walk free? The push to make a key winter illness vaccine free for more Australians. Tributes for Australia's first pop star, Cole Joy, who's died at the age of 89. And Mind Over Matter, a proven treatment for excruciating lower back pain. 9 News. Your news. Nightly at 6 on 9 and on 9 Now.
We love to see you, CMI. CMI Toyota is SA's #1 selling Toyota dealer and the best place to get your car serviced, offering while you wait express service and the convenience of a one-stop tyre shop. You can trust our team of expert technicians to take care of all your vehicle needs. Book online or visit your local CMI Toyota service centre today. We'd love to see you.
We love to see you, CMI.
Oh, what a feeling, Toyota.
Every day, for decades, Robert made his way down the 3 steps that led to his pride and joy. A model train set in the back shed, complete with passengers, a bridge, landscaping and stations. That is, until Robert couldn't manage the stairs anymore. That's when his wife turned to Anglicare SA. With some planning and ramps in place, Robert can get back to what he loves. And his wife can too. Anglicare SA, always there supporting people in need.
Setting the agenda for South Australia. This is 5AA, always Adelaide. 5AA Afternoons with Leith, Forrest.
Wednesday afternoon, 7 minutes after 3. Thank you for tuning in or indeed watching us. The Complete Care live stream, Facebook and YouTube, now operational. Thank you for watching that too. Richard Pascoe is here, Adelaide Tech Guy. Got a question for Richard? Anything to do in the world of tech? 8223 0000 is the number. Always lovely to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Nice to see you too, Leith.
Before we get to your official intro, to officially welcome you and we start to take calls and texts and emails about their tech questions, you are available. We should stress this. Now, we're very blessed to have you every Wednesday for half an hour to answer calls, but you do go to people's homes.
I do. Homes, small businesses, and if you have an ABN, we're doing a lot of this at the moment. Probably the best thing that Anthony Albanese's ever done, but he will subsidise me coming to your business for 3 hours. $99 is all you will pay if you have an ABN.
How were you able to wrangle that with Albo? You're on speaking terms?
I talked to somebody who knows somebody, so there's a bit of a grant running around, so through the Adelaide Business Hub, who were able to organise all of that for me.
Well done.
So, yes.
One of the best things he's done, you said.
I said one of the best things he's done.
A few people in the audience saying the only thing he's done.
That's right.
Pasco, can you turn it off and then can you turn it on again? Hey!
Now, we say that in jest. We're not very political on this show. Richard Pascoe is here thanks to Harvey Norman Computers, your technology specialists. Calls, texts, emails for Richard, go to 8223 0000. While we wait for the calls to fire up, what's been captivating you tech-wise this week?
A couple of things here, Leith. I've had somebody ask me they give me information about somebody on there who's somebody here from Australia is talking to a person overseas.
Yes.
Never met them.
Oh, red flag.
Red flag, I know that.
Catfish, yep.
Catfish on there as well. Is about to get on a plane and fly over there.
Oh, don't do that.
For it. And, I've been sent photos. We probably can't see through the live stream there. Does it look legitimately?
No, it does not.
No,
nice neck tat, though.
Nice neck tat, but very smooth.
Yeah, that's a little... Yeah, no, that's not a real person. Oh, it probably is a real person, but it's not the person you think you're talking to.
Exactly right. So I've got a bit of information to go along and just see, in my opinion, are they going to waste their airfare going over there?
Oh, dear. Yeah,
it's a different job.
Well, it is a different job, but that's sad. Saddens me too, because there are people who are looking for love or looking for companionship, and online is where some people find it, and sadly where other people will take advantage of people for that.
One of the saddest cases I ever had was a poor kid who was 16 years old. His mum rang me and he'd been working part-time, as lots of kids do, in the local supermarket, and sending all his money to this girl he'd never met. And I came around and I said, let's have a look at a photo of her, and his mum said he'll never do it. Did it for me because I was a bit more brutal about it at the time, and she goes, we're more like friends. Big lesson for parents out there. You're not their friend a lot of the time when this sort of thing happens. Put the girl's photo into
ChatGPT,
Google Images at the time. All over it.
Of course.
It's fake. So it broke the poor kid's heart.
There was a terrible story yesterday in 5AA News just before we get to Brett and Phil where I think Kendall mentioned that a lot of kids nowadays, their only friends, if they are socially isolated, is AI. These kids are talking to these chatbot things.
For advice.
That's awful.
It is.
I mean, it can be good for homework and it can be good for information and all the rest of it, but it's not the replacement for a human being in a relationship.
But it's not just the kids who are doing it. A lot of adults are doing this as well. It's the cheapest therapist that you can go around and get, and that, I think, is a reflection on why we need more help out there for people.
Yeah.
Especially.
That being said, it does have its positives. I looked at a thing the other day saying, hey, ChatGPT, I work from 10 o'clock till 4 o'clock and I can't eat, right? I'm here in the studio station from 10 till 4. I want to try and lose some weight by fasting. When can I have my meals?
Oh, it would tell you.
Yeah. 9 o'clock in the morning and then don't eat for the rest of the day.
But I reckon
One meal?
I could have told you that, Leith.
Well, I should have asked you.
Yes.
All right, Brett from Clare is going to fire us off. You got a question for Richard Pascoe, Brett?
Yeah, hi guys.
Hi, Brett.
I've got an old Windows 10 and I can't upgrade to Windows 11, which is fine.
Yep.
Now, this Microsoft are going to put out this extension thing for $50 or whatever it is.
Or Brett, I'll hold you up. If you have a Microsoft account, Brett, you don't have to pay.
Oh, yeah, well, I've got a Microsoft account.
So you'll be right. Yep.
No worries. Now, I've done it said I need to have a certain level of updates on the computer, which I've done, and I have. I can't get hold of the link to be able to do the extension.
You will get it eventually. So in the next few weeks, I've only seen it so far on one computer. So don't panic yet, Brett. All right?
Okay. No, that's where, because I had a look on how do I do it, and I followed the steps about half a dozen times, still nothing there. So if it's coming, then that's fine.
Also, Brett, go to your Microsoft account at Microsoft, log in, and make sure that your computer is listed on that page.
Okay.
All right?
No worries. Thank you.
Good on you, Brett. Thank you for the question. Phil is in Modbury. Phil, you're speaking to Adelaide Tech guy, Richard Pascoe.
Yeah, good day, Richard.
Hi, Phil.
I've got a Windows 10 computer, which you guys set up, and I was wondering about this switching on to Windows 11.
Yes.
I do have a Microsoft Office account.
Yep.
So does that mean that I can do it for nothing?
No. So when you go to... How old is it, Phil?
5 years.
You're probably just outside... desktop or a laptop?
No, it's a tower.
It's a tower, is it?
Yeah.
So what I would do, Phil, is first of all, you've gone through all the updates, haven't you?
Yeah, it just does the updates automatically. So
Yeah, so you might get another year out of it because it's around about the 5-year mark. And this is going to get a bit techie for a moment. If you go to the motherboard maker and check for a BIOS update, if you get stuck with that, I can come out and have a look. But sometimes now we're seeing if it's on that 5-year or under mark, that we do the BIOS update and then suddenly, you'll be able to do it because you do have a motherboard which is TPM2.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, your head's going
to
your head's going to explode in a minute, isn't it, Phil?
I know. I was thinking, will it be cheaper to go and get a new laptop and sort out the old one?
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be. Phil, give me a call.
Yep.
All right? We can have a longer discussion.
Get the tech guy out there. Good on you, Phil. Thank you for that. Richard Pascoe is here, Adelaide Tech Guy. Got a question for Richard. 8223 0000 is our number. If you're a little shy, you can always send a text, 0448 08 1395. Just before we get to the break, have a look at our live stream, Complete Care, up on the screens there, right? I've got a tech question for you. Do you think this is too dark, you and I on the screen, or should I bump the light up a bit?
I think we're all right.
I think my head shines a bit in this particular light. What about you?
Yeah, no.
You happy with that?
Yeah.
See, he answers them all. Richard Pascoe, more questions next.
For another year, we're getting behind Hutt Street Centre and Catherine House with our Undie Drive, raising funds to provide clean underwear for those who are less fortunate.
A clean pair of undies is something we often take for granted, and with winter well and truly here, these people desperately need our help.
And this year, there's more ways than ever to get involved, so keep listening to 5AA for how you can get involved, or head to 5AAUndiedrive.com.au to donate.
Massive supporters of local for 50 years, McGain Real Estate, McGain Commercial, McGain Property Management, McGain.com.au.
Austrac Campers Winter Sale now on. Unbeatable savings across the range, plus a free generator and 95-litre fridge with any hybrid caravan. Conditions apply. Visit austraccampers.com.au.
Austrac Campers. So it was late when we pulled into the driveway. Headlights swept across our house. The front door, wide open. My mum's rings were gone, our laptops, the kids' gaming console. But the biggest thing they stole was our sense of safe. That's why we called Camtech Home Security. Camtech built a security system with smart cameras and real-time monitoring. We never got our stuff back. But thanks to Camtech, we got our sense of safe back. Visit camtech.net.au.
So building a home is exciting, as you know. The possibilities endless. For a seamless and enjoyable building experience, it is crucial to choose the right builder. It will make all the difference. This is why so many South Australians trust Rossdale Homes. Over 40 years of experience, the team at Rossdale, your local experts in custom designs, SDA housing, knockdown, rebuild, house and land packages, and so much more. Of course, Rossdale, they're synonymous for their absolute fixed price contracts, which means, importantly, there are no hidden costs. All you will have is peace of mind. If you're ready to build with the team that puts you first at every stage of the build, choose Rossdale Homes, because trust is a must.
When deciding on a gas fireplace for your home heating, you may think they all look the same. Well, at the gas shop, we're more than happy to
turn the lights down low. So you can see how different each one is. That's a beautiful thing. Heating, cooking, comfort, turn on to the gas shop. 161 Unley Road, opposite Target.
Experience the romantic rivers of France with scenic luxury cruises and tours and Phil Hoffman Travel. Explore the historic beauty of Normandy and gems of the Seine, beautiful Bordeaux, or the spectacular south of France in all-inclusive ultra-luxury on board an 11-day scenic river cruise. Book now for included economy flights or upgrade to business. Plus, enjoy a bonus luxury hotel stay from $8,195 per person twin share. Offer ends August 31st. Visit pht.com.au.
Australia, the wait is over. AC/DC are back. Power up at the BP Adelaide Grand Final, Sunday, November 30. One of the world's greatest rock bands, AC/DC, with special guests Amel and the Sniffers. Limited premium concert viewing tickets into areas A and B still available. All tickets include access to the BP Adelaide Grand Final on Sunday. Tickets at Ticketmaster.
Drive away with a bargain this winter at Camper Agent RV Supercentre. Receive up to $5,000 of bonus value on cashbacks, fuel vouchers and free extended warranties on selected top brands. Shop from Winnebago, Windsor, Corrimal and Hitchhiker. With the largest selection of certified pre-owned RVs available nationally. We're your one-stop shop for new and used caravans, camper vans, motorhomes and more. Hurry while stocks last. Visit Camper Agent RV Supercentre, Parafield Gardens.
5AA Afternoons with Leith, Forrest.
Richard Pascoe is here, Adelaide Tech Guy. Thanks to Harvey Norman Computers, your technology specialists. You can see Richard on our Complete Care live stream, Facebook and YouTube. You can ask Richard a question, 8223 0000. Jason on the text says, Richard, what is the best way to check if a Facebook account is fake?
No posts. Same photo. Make sure the name is spelt correctly. We were talking about this before.
I got added. I sent this to Blakey, who listens to the show regularly. He loves your segment. I got added by a John Blake, JOMBLAKE. And funnily enough, some of our mutual friends had already added John Blake with an M. So what does it do if you add someone who is clearly a fake account?
They're after things. As soon as you post things like that, they'll start talking to them, and it's about building that little community up. There was a Ricard Pascoe got added, and it was for supporting some, raising money for a terrorist organisation.
Wow.
Out there, little banner went down the bottom, so a few people got done like that.
Wow. Ricard, that's
Ricard,
your...
no photos, so
your
yes.
Spanish relation or something.
Exactly right.
It was interesting yesterday, so I had Lyra LaBelle in here, Adelaide's leading burlesque performer, who had her fan stolen.
Yes.
And it was interesting, there was a comment on the Facebook from a bot or from a fake account, which was something degenerate. So clearly it has literally just used the word burlesque, because this is not someone who's listening to the show.
Post a comment.
That's right.
Yeah.
The other one I noticed is any time I would post about Taylor Swift is that bots would attack me. You know, it would be, oh, hey, you want Taylor Swift tickets? Click on this link, or so they must have their trigger words.
It is, and they just keep going through.
This one from Eric says, Richard, I'm totally confused. I've got 2 desktops at home running Windows 10, which cannot be updated to Windows 11. Does it mean that I'm going to have to trash these computers, or do I have to buy new ones, or can I run Windows 10 indefinitely, please?
So the key for this, there is a part of the computer in the motherboard which needs to be called TPM2. So if you do some investigation into the motherboard on your computer, see if it is TPM2, then again, as with the last caller, there'll be an update, a BIOS update from the maker of the motherboard to get those computers to come up. So that's 5 years and under. Straight over your
That's
head.
going straight over mine,
Yeah, I
and
know
majority of the audience
I know it's
head,
getting
I would
very
think.
techie for that
Very
sort of thing.
techie.
We don't want these things thrown away.
Okay.
If we can help it. So make sure they're all going
Call
recycling.
you out, get on.
And a lot of people are doing that. Come round, have a look. Let's look at the best way forward for this.
Father Joan from North Adelaide, you're speaking to Richard Pascoe.
Hello, both of you. I need rescuing again.
Come on, Joan.
I've been trying hard without you, but I probably made it messier. I've got a new desktop Mac.
Yes.
Don't ask me the name of the program. I can't even pronounce it. But I didn't have a Word program, and I downloaded the one that you pay $159 for, but you get a free month. And it's not all that great. I'm just wondering if you have any suggestions.
Office
for
is
Microsoft.
Office is Office, Joan. You should be fine with that. Word and Excel and PowerPoint.
Well, the Excel and PowerPoint are fine. The Word's a little bit crazy. I did a 2-column thing the other day, and I saved it, and it comes back as one long column. And I tried it twice.
You probably haven't done it the correct way, Joan.
Sounds like a visit.
Oh, but what is the correct way once you've got it on your screen in 2 columns?
I know the two column part on there, it's probably not the right paper size. That's what normally happens when those columns change.
But that's interesting because when I tried just to do a Microsoft Word thing, it takes up about half of the screen and the other half is just blank. So what that's
I think you've got the paper. So reset the paper size. You want a blank page on there to start with, which is A4.
Richard, that's a bit simple for me. I didn't think of it, but thank you so much.
Give me a call, Joan.
Good
All
on
right?
you, Father Joan. Thank you for that. Ian from One Tree Hill, question for Richard Pascoe.
Yeah, a real quick one, Richard. I've got an iPhone 12. I'm having a little bit of trouble charging it. I'm just wondering if the female part of the iPhone 12 is wearing out because I've bought a new cable and I'm still, it's hit and miss. Is that a thing that it wears out?
Are you married? Are you married, Ian?
No.
No. Can you go find somebody and borrow a makeup brush for a starter, and go into where the charging port is.
Dust.
And dust.
Lint.
Okay, yeah, rightio.
That'll be the first thing I do. The other thing I do is you got a 12 on there. Now, that's capable of magnetic charging. So if you buy one of the clear cases with a magnet charger on the back, as Leith and I are both holding up right now for people, it will magnetically charge.
Yeah, okay. So it does wear out eventually, those little pins that are inside.
No, it shouldn't. I reckon you've got dust.
Okay, dust it is. All right, thank you very much.
Good on you, Ian.
Thanks, Ian.
That was my problem. Went to the Apple store, got the compressed air out, because everyone, I don't know if people do this like me, I put my phone in my front pocket.
We all did.
Lint, dust, cheesel crumbs, whatever in my, I don't know, whatever in my pocket, they go into the little port and all of a sudden you can't charge properly.
They do, but a little makeup brush in there, a bit of compressed air.
See, that's what I
and
need
away
to,
they go.
To be honest, mine's still having issues, so I've been using that circular thing.
Which is all I use.
Oh, this is good. I like the circle thing.
Yeah.
What is it called? What's the official
That's
name?
magnetic charge. Magnetic charger.
You put it on your car.
Yep. But at night, I've got a little stand by my bed at night, and if you turn it that way,
you can watch TV.
No, but it becomes like at the moment 3:26. It puts it on in red, and then it disappears. And if I move close to it, it tells me the time. And because it's in red, it doesn't disturb my
your blue light.
My blue light.
Oh. Curl the moustache. That's awesome. Levi at Seacombe Garden says, Richard, I'm sure much to your distaste, I still have my Mac from 2009.
Well done.
Still works perfectly. Office works. Apart from that, I only use it to back up my phone.
That's fine. If that's all you use, you won't get
16-year-old
16, yeah.
Mac.
No, I see lots of
that'd be that big one.
The big one.
The unusual colours, the oranges and stuff, that big heavy.
We're going back in time.
Desktop. Yeah, that's a long time ago. Well done, though. Hey, if it still works and you can get
Keep
some
going.
use out of it. Are we going to see you on our TV screens, Richard Pascoe?
Did a story with Channel 10, recorded that before I came in today. There's a person in Adelaide who's got about 13,000 followers on there, got bumped off of Facebook and Instagram because they claim that she posted adult content in the messages part of her site on there. It's a bit of a warning to people, and I was talking about Blake with this before, that anything that is posted in as messages or content on your site is your responsibility to get rid of it. So, don't ignore those sort of things. So anybody who's got, post nudes or anything on there, they will go along and wipe that account out. Makes it very hard for you to go along and get it back. And make sure that you've got along WhatsApp account. Is you on WhatsApp, Leith?
Sort of.
Yeah, but you've got an account. Just remember, Meta own WhatsApp and Instagram.
Yep.
So when it comes to recovery codes, they prefer to send them to WhatsApp than through the traditional phones on there as well. Make sure that you've got a proper email address that works, and that you give them the phone number. So all the different parts of recovery we need to go along and keep this.
I like Blake's getting advice for you how to send nudes on Messenger. What's going on in the back office here? Michael from Seacombe Gardens. Last question for Richard Pascoe.
Hello. I've got a HP laptop. It's just a cheapie.
Yeah.
And it's running on Windows 10, and it prompted me to update it to Windows 11.
Yes.
And then it went through the whole cycle, and then it said there's not enough space. Is it worth, and it said to attach an external,
external drive?
External drive, or something like that. And I wasn't really quite sure whether I should do that or whether just write it out and get a new laptop with Windows 11.
Are you happy? You don't need to do it, Michael. All you need to do is go along, find out where all this extra stuff is on your laptop, copy it off onto a drive, right? Remove it from your laptop onto another drive, do the update, and then put the stuff back.
Okay. Well, I don't really save stuff to my laptop. I only save it to an external hard drive, and
you've got something on.
Small.
Yeah, you've got something on there, Michael, that's filled it all up. So you've got to find that.
All right. It's not worth doing, you reckon?
If you don't want to buy another laptop, if you do, the retail economy thanks you, Michael.
Harvey Norman thanks you. You're a technology specialist. Well done, Michael. Thank you. Richard, thank you. Where do we find you? AdelaideTechGuide.com.au. Always good to see you. We'll see you next Wednesday. Thank you. Rundle Mall. I love the mall. We're going to talk about that next.
When it comes to flooring, you've got the world at your feet at Floor World. Floor World has serious purchasing power, keeping prices low on a huge range of flooring options. There's wool and synthetic carpets, engineered timber flooring, laminate, hybrid and vinyl flooring, even plantation shutters and blinds. Visit one of our 4 locations at Jebbs Cross Homemaker HQ, 1027 Port Road, Cheltenham, 60 The Parade in Norwood, and Manopara Shopping Centre HQ. Plus, mention this ad for 15% off. Ray White, big name in real estate, but also the biggest name in business broking. What makes us big? Our people, like Brett Buckley and his team. MBA, lecturer, and multi-time SA Business Broker of the Year. Brett doesn't just read a P&L, he feels it. If you're selling or expanding your business, Brett can take your business apart and find you more money. And we're not talking small change. Go on, touch base with Brett. Search Ray White Business Sales SA.
And here is your room. Have a nice day.
This can't be the place. Is that the bed? Oh, gross!
Nothing like a bug symphony to set the mood. Luckily for you, I can't play any instruments. Next time, chat with an RAA travel agent so you don't have to hang with Chirps a lot over here.
Book an appointment with RAA travel agents and elevate your holiday. RAA, it's better to be a member.
Look at your hands. 5 digits, 14 joints, 27 bones, multiple tendons and nerves, but a lot can go wrong. If you're experiencing hand pain, it can drastically affect your lifestyle. If it's happening to you, get in touch with GRIP, a specialised hand and wrist practice with a team of highly qualified hand surgeons and therapists. From therapy to surgery, GRIP can help you get to the source of the pain and provide a solution. Visit gripsurgery.com.au.
This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, I'm Kendall Brettig. There's been a serious crash at Kaipo. Peters Creek Road is closed to traffic in both directions. DFAT has confirmed 4 Australians were on board a boat which capsized off Bali. Hulk Hogan's been remembered by family and friends at a memorial service in Florida. And Port Adelaide midfielder Jason Horne-Francis has been named in the AFL Players Association's 22 under-22 squad. A possible shower in 15. At the moment, 15. More news at 4 o'clock on 5AA, always Adelaide.
They say 20,000 hours in any field makes you master of it. So imagine what 160 years makes you. For more than 160 years, Anglicare SA has supported South Australians in need. Whether it's gardening, meal prep, housework or transport to appointments, Anglicare SA gives seniors as much or as little support as they need. For more on Anglicare SA's coordination and clinical services, visit anglicaresa.com.au.
Here at 5AA, we're all about supporting local. Here's who you can support around Adelaide. The Excelsior. Live music in the front bar Friday night to Sunday night. The Excelsior, Coglan Street, Brompton. Feels like coming home, but better. Barnacle Bill, serving South Australians quality seafood for over 50 years. And remember, it's Barnacle Bill for seafood and much, much more. 5AA, supporting local business.
G'day, it's Fitzy here. You know what, I wish my kids would call me a legend, but the actual legends down south are Lamb Solar. South Australia has some of the most expensive electricity prices in the world, an unfortunate fact that Lamb couldn't accept. Lamb is a team of local champions who care about finding the best solar solution for your home. They're honest and they don't do the hard sales thing. So if you're thinking about solar, think LAMM, Lamb, the real legends of the South.
Always informative. 5AA. Always Adelaide. 5AA Afternoons with Leith, Forrest.
26 minutes to 4. Sports show coming up very shortly. Stephen Rowe, Tim Geneva. Let's have some fun in the last half hour of the show because the iconic sights, sounds and faces of Rundle Mall, they're about to have a new campaign that is released, and we are delighted to have Andrew White in here, who is the executive manager of Rundle Mall, to talk about it. But what I thought we could do, as well as talking to you, Andrew, is have a bit of fun with nostalgia and memories of the mall. Lovely to see you, first and foremost. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me, Lee.
So we're going to try and go with me on this. We're going to try and do this both on air and also Brooklyn, who runs our live stream for us on our Complete Care live stream. So we're going to play, first and foremost, now, I love your new commercial, which we're about to show people in a second on our live stream, and you'll be able to hear it too. I want to take you back, though. We single-handedly, Blake and I, we reckon we put the John Farnham one back on the map because we have played this so many times over the last 2 and a bit years that we've been here together on the show.
Well, yeah, whenever we want a good laugh and a good nostalgia hit in the office, that goes on and everyone still loves it every time, the John Farnham ad. So that's a winner.
So we're going to play it now. So Brooklyn, on the count of 3, we'll do it. This is the old commercial from many, many, many moons ago. I'm early Johnny Farnham, so it must have been in the 70s perhaps.
Yeah, well, early 80s, I'd reckon, yeah.
All right, so it's a very catchy tune. This is Rundle Mall in 3, 2, 1, go.
Rundle Mall starts to come alive before the morning sun has reached the sky. While you're still at home in your cozy bed, we're busy getting ready for the day ahead. Rundle Mall, it's the biggest variety show in town. We'll make you look like a star, and wherever you are, there's always specials to be found. So come on down to Rundle Mall, it's just the place to come. Look all around and get all your shopping done. It's all you need, it's the place to be. It's the biggest show in town.
It is perfection.
You managed to get the voice as well on that one, didn't
It is just extraordinary. I love that. That is so nostalgic to watch that. And you and I were having this conversation during the break that as a kid coming up from the southeast, it was such a big deal to come to Rundle Mall. There was so much to see and do and enjoy.
Yeah, and I think that's sort of what the story is we're trying to tell now, and everyone's got a memory of the mall, whether you're coming from regional South Australia or you're a tourist or you're living around the city. I mean, I grew up, as a young man in Adelaide coming in, and you'd go there after school and you hang out and, a few rat bags running around as well. But everyone's got a memory of the mall, and I think what this does is just celebrates the icons, whether it's a, shot to the mall's balls, the bronze pigs or the beehive corner. There's always things, that are uniquely South Australian, and it is a unique South Australian icon in of itself. So
we're going to show the new commercial in a second and play it for people listening on their car radios and at home on their radios too. But it's interesting, the little things about the mall that maybe aren't there anymore but are still super nostalgic, where as kids we love the escalator at the Hotel Richmond. Just to go up and have that big sort of view, I guess, and the most famous use of that, you would argue, would be Boy George and Culture Club.
That's right.
Where tens of thousands lobbed for that.
So that was through a campaign. He didn't end up stopping in Adelaide for a concert, but did an impromptu stop in the mall and busted out a little bit of an a cappella Come a Chameleon on the Richmond overpass. Now, it was an interesting piece of architecture. I'm not sure quite the purpose that it served, but it was brilliant, and people still talk about it today. So
we didn't have moving stairs at home. Down in the country we had no moving stairs, so we had to come to the city for that. The other one, and I took my kids not long ago when they were younger, I've always loved the glass elevators on the Renaissance building.
Yeah.
And as kids, again, Mum and Dad would hop in with us and we would just ride them up and down to get that full view of Rundle Mall. It's interesting, when I did it with my kids recently, I realised you're not really meant to do that anymore because I think I lobbed in a gym. But it's such a great, iconic feature that people remember.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a brilliant shot when you do that, and I must admit I do it as well even now. And you can see all the way down the mall, and it's got all the beautiful heritage buildings, and it's got the green canopies and new catenary lighting system that was installed some years back, and it's one of the, to me, I'm biased, I know, but it's the best looking mall in Australia.
There's something special about a mall. There is something, I don't know what it is, I can't put my finger on it, but the fact that there are no cars, but it's just that freedom to walk around, and I think, and we'll show you a new commercial now, but it's the people and the characters that you walk around. It's like a mini community in a block of real estate, really.
Yeah, I mean, for us, we're the town square of Adelaide. It's a place where people congregate, whether you're a visitor from the suburbs or you're a city worker or international student. It's just a melting pot of, Adelaide culture. And it's right here on our doorstep. So I love it. Every day I walk through.
Brilliant. All right, so we're going to try and tee this up again. And good work, Brooklyn, by the way. You're impressed by Lenny's work on the video there.
He's done well.
All right, so this is the new Rundle Mall commercial that you're about to hear and see on our live stream for Complete Care in 3, 2, 1, go.
520 metres. A million possibilities. I know it. You know it. But it's always changing. Not a single day the same. This is a place where pigs become celebrities and people flock to pigeons. A place with balls and people to match, where memories are made and legends live.
Forget the home of fashion, this is the home of style.
His, hers, theirs, yours. It's a place with more to discover, more to experience, where one thing leads to another. Here you can find your thing. You can find anything. Only here. Only Rundle Mall.
Excellent work.
Fantastic.
Excellent work.
Thank
so,
you.
I mean, that is just, you get proud seeing that. Like,
it gives me tingles down the spine, I got to say. But, whilst it's the ad has come out now, it's probably been a couple of years of work, just really thinking about how we talk about the mall in the broader sense and how we create new experiences and things like that. So all our events and activations and all that sort of stuff is speaking to something that's more than just shopping, because shopping is a big part of it, but there's a lot more to see and do, and I think that's what this ad talks to.
First and foremost, you got the media shy Frankie Ratter in the commercial, the voice of Rundle Mall with his spruiking. We had Frank on the show last year or the year before. I don't think we've ever seen a reaction like it because first and foremost, he's ageless. Like he's older than we think he is, and yet he looks the same and has looked the same for decades in the mall. But he's the kind of character that the Aboriginal First
Oscar.
Nations busker at the end with the didgeridoo, who I've seen do Baby Shark and Taylor Swift songs and all that kind of. Like, I love these characters of the mall. That there are so many great stores and there are so many great features of. We know the pigs and the pigeon overlord and the bulls, etc. But for me too, they're the fabric of what Rundle Mall is all about.
Yeah, they're true icons, and Frank's a classic, and we've obviously Oscar, and we've got Bobo. She's colloquially known as the fan lady, and so she's another icon. So it is something completely unique to us. So nobody, whether you're in Times Square in New York or Sydney in Pitt Street Mall, you can't tell the story of like we can of Rundle Mall. Now, it's funny that you mentioned Frank. When I was a kid and I used to come into the mall and I'd be there with my scaly mates. This is a funny story, but we used to try and heckle Frank, and he was too sharp and he had a microphone, so he would absolutely,
his wit,
and we had nothing. We were 12, 13, so it's just everyone's got these little sort of stories and little thought memories of the mall. So Frank's a classic. Though.
I said that to Frank though. Like I'm 50 next year. Yep. I remember Frank when I was a kid, and yet he's still. And he seems to have kind of been, he's sort of in that same area, but you're right. You imagine the amount of heckling he's copped over the years.
He's an absolute pro.
That is so great. All right, so what we want is your Rundle Mall memories, 8223 0000. We're talking stores that you love now, stores that you loved in the past that maybe aren't there anymore, events that you might have seen in the mall, or people that you might have seen in the mall over the years. So Johnny Hazeman's one that comes to mind too. John used to, not really a mall person as such, but you would often see him walking up and down in his gumboots, and
that's right.
Which again is very quintessentially Adelaide. There was another kid, and I think the Advertiser once did a story on sort of the characters of the mall. There was a young sort of teenager dressed in black, or maybe early 20s, and he just used to walk really fast.
Yeah.
I don't know his story, and we maybe will never find out his story.
I got to probably dig out that Advertiser article to have a look. But every day we see new people, and there are some characters there. And in terms of people watching, you can come into the mall and spend the whole day there, and you don't have to buy anything. And you don't. That's not what it's about. It's about coming in and just you might get a coffee and you might hang around and see the characters, and there's street performers and events and all that sort of stuff to sort of pique your interest. But
there was an old guy who used to sit down with an organ. He used to I reckon a Greek or Italian guy used to play like a full organ on his lap.
Yep, and there's the guy with the and he's got the setup where he plays his flip flops or his thongs on the tubes.
On the tubes, on the paint buckets.
That's right. Yeah,
he's
really
amazing.
Cool. Yeah,
he is amazing.
And people come, especially during Fringe time, when we've got a lot of world class street performers, and they sort of come to the mall, and every day it's full of new performances during Fringe, and it is sort of unlike anything else, and just the energy and the vibe. I mean, we do all sorts of things. There was this year we did the Colours of Asia Festival, 3-day Asian food festival, day night, and it was the busiest weekend in the history of the mall. We had 680,000 people across 3 days, and things like that's got nothing to do with shopping, but it's just everybody came in just to be a part of something special.
It's a real godsend too, I think, what you've done with Gawler Place, that canopy. I think when it was first created, people are like, what are we going to do here? But we've now seen sample presentations, when the plays get presented to the audience. We've seen you had the Christmas pageant finish there. We did the concert. You've had, we do our OBs. There's the Buy South Australian brands, all of those gather round. I mean, I love walking. So we're very lucky here. So we can sneak through Gaze Arcade from work and come through to the ground. But I love seeing all these football jumpers of all these different clubs on game day or in gather round where there's everyone, the whole mall comes alive.
Absolutely. And sort of we're continually looking to get investment, whether that's through council or other means, into that event infrastructure, just so we can do more and more. So Charles Street got upgraded this year, which was become fully pedestrianised, sort of laneway into the mall off North Terrace. And we got some about $1.5 million together to do James Place, and that's a new emerging food and beverage laneway, which is really important to us as well. So it's about that event, that event infrastructure. But, we've got our eyes turned to next year because it's going to be the 50th birthday of the mall.
Really?
So
you've got to get Boy George back. You have to get Boy George.
You're not the first person to say that.
You have to get Boy George back, plus all of those unusual buskers that we've seen over the years. Andrew White is here from Rundle Mall. He's the executive manager of Rundle Mall. We want your mall memories after this. 8223 0000. Stores that you love there right now that you enjoy going. Good to see Ditters back in the mall too.
And they, funnily enough, they're in the exact same location at Adelaide Arcade that they were 40 years ago.
It's
unbelievable,
excellent, isn't it? Memories you've got from the mall, events, people. 8223 0000. More with Andrew after this.
Each week on the 5AA Sports Show, Rowie and Timmy G track down the sporting greats of years gone by. With 5AA's Where Are They Now? Thanks to Walco. Walco are at the centre of SA's biggest cover-up with their incredibly good-looking Walco mesh pool cover.
When you call on Lamb to fit you out with solar, aircon or general electrical maintenance, here's what you can expect. A bunch of local, South Aussie Sparkies who care about finding the best solution for your home. They're dead honest and they don't do the hard sales thing. So if you're thinking about solar, aircon or you just need a Sparky, search for Lamb. L-A-M-M. Lamb Solar. Get a free quote today.
Imagine clicking your fingers and bam, dinner's done. That's the magic of Local Kitchen Co. Their home-style meals are cooked fresh daily, using the finest seasonal produce South Australia has to offer. Menus change weekly, so there's always new flavours to try. And with portion sizes for singles, couples and families, there's something for everyone. To see this week's menu, search Local Kitchen Co. or drop into one of their 3 locations, Malvern, Parkside or Glenelg. Local Kitchen Co. More than just local.
Pankind. Pancreatic Cancer Australia is raising urgently needed funds for research into Australia's 3rd biggest cancer killer, which claims 75 lives weekly. Remember September is your chance to lower that number. Grab some friends and walk 75Ks in September for those we've lost or for those facing pancreatic cancer, the toughest common cancer. Register at rememberseptember.org.au.
For 125 years, Calvary has walked beside South Australians through life's most personal moments with quiet strength, deep compassion and unwavering care. Whether it's lending a hand at home or in hospital or providing comfort in later years, Calvary's people bring heart to every interaction. In every home, in every story, Calvary continues to be a steady, reassuring presence, a legacy of care shaped by those we serve. Calvary, celebrating 125 years of caring for the South Australian community.
Drive away with a bargain this winter at Camper Agent RV Supercentre. Receive up to $5,000 of bonus value on cashbacks, fuel vouchers and free extended warranties on selected top brands. Shop from Winnebago, Windsor, Corrimal and Hitchhiker. With the largest selection of certified pre-owned RVs available nationally. We're your one-stop shop for new and used caravans, camper vans, motorhomes and more. Hurry while stocks last. Visit Camper Agent RV Supercentre, Parafield Gardens.
We just went straight with Paint Professionals. We went with them from the get-go because the job that they did first up with the nursery was so good that we just thought, why look anywhere else? These guys, they're honest, they're reputable, they're diligent, they take such pride in their work. So we just knew from their track record that we would go with Paint Professionals again. There was no other choice. We were always going to go with Paint Professionals because, as the name says, they are the ultimate professionals and they treated our home like it was their home.
Visit paintprofessionals.com.au.
Are you or someone you know living with epilepsy? 1 in 25 Australians will develop epilepsy at some stage in their lives. The Epilepsy Centre in Adelaide is dedicated to raising awareness in the community to reduce the stigma and create a more welcoming and inclusive society. We do this by providing epilepsy awareness and seizure first aid to people living with epilepsy, their families and friends. Thanks to state government funding, we can offer this education at no cost. For more information, go to epilepsycentre.org.au.
5AA Afternoons with Leith, Forrest.
10 minutes to 4, Sports Show coming up very shortly. Stephen Rowe and Tim Geneva. Lots to talk about on the Sports Show. They'll be continuing to let you know too about the Undie Drive. If you want to support Catherine House and the Hutt Street Centre, you can do so. $2 tokens at Foodland. You can get the Undie Drive socks at roughsleeper.com.au and also donate anytime. 5AA undiedrive.com.au. Thanks to McGain Real Estate, Commercial Property Management, McGain.com.au. Get on board, folks. Be a part of it. Our Undie Drive for another year for Catherine House and the Hutt Street Centre. We are talking about Rundle Mall. We have Andrew White in here, the Executive Manager of Rundle Mall. Before we get to our calls, you said something great in the break. The things with the mall is that you can say something that means nothing to other people, but if you are from Adelaide, everyone goes, oh, yeah.
Exactly. There's something, there's some unique stories there, and they'll be intriguing to those who are not from here, but from if you're from Adelaide or South Australia, you go, I know exactly what that's about. So
Frank Radder falls into that. Jeff, give us your memories of Rundle Mall. Jeff?
Well, so it's a bit pre-Rundle Mall, actually. I lived in the country, and one of the first memories of Rundle Mall is actually going to the York Theatre, which was just opposite John Martin's. And, of course, if you went to the York Theatre around Christmas time, you also did the windows of John Martin's. And as I grew older, I used to go out with some guys to Sam's Disco at Norwood. But we'd always do a trundle down Rundle, when you could actually drive down the mall and lean out the window and say hello to people.
Well, you should actually. Thank you, Jeff. You should use that as a catchphrase. Get some merch.
Well, I've got some ideas, new activation. Ideas.
So John Martin's is where David Jones is now.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's that's another icon of the mall. And unfortunately, we have it no longer.
Yeah.
We were talking about Cox Foyers before, and
because your mind sometimes plays tricks with you, thinking that John Martin's is where the Myer Centre is now, but it wasn't. It was down a bit more.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, we had. We're famous for our Christmas windows, and we're rolling out a new Christmas sort of event and camp and style this year. So there'll be different to anything we've ever seen before. But that's what we really want to do with our Christmas presentation for the mall is make it that place where no matter what you do for Christmas, you come to the mall. And
Meredith, you got a memory for us from Rundle Mall, Meredith?
Yes, I have. Do you remember Glenn Nichols?
Of course, the comedian. Yeah, he used to have a show on the ABC. Yep.
Yeah, and he used to do Here's Humphrey, too. Yeah, I used to love watching Glenn, he was good.
Was he in Rundle Mall? Was he a busker? Or?
Yeah, he's a busker,
Was he really?
But then I think he moved to Rundle Mall. I think he moved to Sydney after he became famous here. He moved to Sydney, I think. And I just want to know what's happened to Josh Sampson. You don't hear anything of him now.
Oh, I'm not sure if Josh is down Rundle Mall. I'll tell you what, Meredith, I'll get Blake to fill you in on all of that. But thank you. So I wonder if buskers actually become... You see some of the buskers and they might go on to careers in music or...
And we've had that before, and there's, there's always new talent coming through, and, in the ad we obviously feature Oscar, Frank and Bobo as well, but there's just, some amazing street performers out there, and they go on to bigger and better things. And
there's a girl with a flute. There's another lady with a violin who you see quite often.
Yep. And you get all different sorts doing it, and it's really interesting. But, it is a place where you can get noticed, and we've got the Rundle Mall City Sessions program, which we're doing this year, which is live music throughout the mall throughout the year, so different, intimate performances, those sorts of things. So music is important to us.
David, you got a memory from Rundle Mall for us?
I do have, but unfortunately the previous lady stole my thunder, Andrew and Leith. But it was kind of funny with Glenn Nichols. I used to work in a building on the 12th floor of the old CML building on the corner of Island Street and King William Street, looking straight down the mall, and you'd see this guy walking up King William Street with a magic chest attached to a rope which is 20 metres long. He'd be dragging this rope, carriage through King William Street into the mall, and then he would just parody anybody who was walking past to add a limp or was a bit silly or a bit slow or whatever. And it was Glenn Nichols, the other lady was saying previously. So
that's amazing. Thank you. I did not know that story. I mean, again, you've got a captive audience. You've got a lot of people to try and impress, so it's probably good theatrical chops for you to try and get away with that.
Yeah.
Ed from McGill, you got a memory for us, Ed, before we finish up?
Yes, I have, Andrew and Leith, and it's a long time ago. You used to be able to catch trolley buses
in Rundle Mall, and then would go into Hindley Street and off down to Port Adelaide. My dad used to take me there about 1959, 1960. And the other memory is that of the Globe Theatre, which was like a newsreel that you went into, and whenever you went in, the newsreel went through for about 90 minutes maybe, and then you came out where you recognised what you initially had seen when you went in. So they're my two memories of the mall anyway.
Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. Excellent work. Thank you for coming in. It's been fun. When will we see the commercial? When's it rolled out?
So it's out now. Through our rundlemall.com and a lot of through digital assets and social media and so on and so forth. So it's out from now. Yeah.
A couple of memories for us. Len said the Cox Foy's Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Was like an amusement park at the top of the building.
We're trying to bring that back and Dazzle
Please bring... and Dazzle Land. Bring that back for the 50th too. And this one said, Leith, I remember getting stuck in the glass elevators on a summer's day. It was lovely.
I think we've all had that.
Nice and warm. Nice and warm. Great to meet you. Thanks, Andrew, for coming in.
Thanks,
really
Leith.
appreciate it. Andrew White from Rundle Mall. Sports Show, Tim and Rowie, next.
Coming up next, Adelaide's only local sports show. It's the very latest in sport live.